So every week I have my clients send me training videos so I can help take their training to the next level. This week we're going to go over Trevor's Smith machine incline press. He's a classic physique bodybuilder who's on an absolute tear during his growing season. We're putting on a lot of good muscle. I highlight this exercise for a few reasons. Number one, his chest is bending a lagging body part, and we are working on bringing it up to really high level execution and effort. Two, he has been a powerlifter and has a bit of an athletic training background, so we've worked really hard on that execution to reverse some of his powerlifting tendencies, and you'll see a couple of them creep up in the video, and I just want to show you guys what that looks like. But from an overall bodybuilding standpoint, I would say this is a very high-level executed set. He has good form, and he takes it to a good point near failure. So let's roll the clip and break it down. You can see right off the bat, what I like is that as he comes down, he's decelerating that weight near his chest. That weight is coming slow, and as he gets closer to the chest, it almost seems like it slows down just a little bit more as he's really trying to sink through on that pec. He's not just letting it drop to his chest. You can see that his chest is in a nice expanded position as well. It's not internally rotated and collapsed. He is a little bit arched in that low back, which is going to make it more of like a flat press and take the emphasis away from the upper chest just a little bit. But that bar is landing at a good spot, and he has a good elbow slot, and he feels it where we want it, and that's what really matters. As he gets a little bit more near failure here, we let this clip continue. You'll see that as he takes this really deep inhale here, he protracts, takes a really aggressive inhale off the start, gets his brace, and then drops down, versus the reps previously where he was a little more of a rhythmic cadence, a little more of that bodybuilding kind of like slow piston moving style. That's something we are trying to reverse, especially near failure, just because it gets him out of position and it's not quite the emphasis that we want. So his inhale is a little bit aggressive. That is something I would change, and he actually does it again on the next rep here as he comes up. Bit of a challenging rep. You can see him really aggressively breathe and try to set the last kind of like a powerlifter here. But as we can see at the very end of the set, this is the last rep. He does a good job getting ready to fight through it. Nice slow deceleration to the chest and a perfect execution at failure. The bar speed is slowing down a bit. You could tell he wasn't getting another full rep on his own. So just a few things for you guys to look at when you're doing a Smith machine incline press. Make sure you have a nice expanded chest. You take a nice controlled and long inhale as you sink down through to that chest. Okay, now you don't want to be too arched in that low back, but you also don't want to be collapsed. So find a nice, strong, stable position where your lats are on, but you're not in an aggressively arched position, and then take that all the way to failure. If you guys have any questions on how to execute this motion or want me to review one, feel free to shoot me a message in the DMs. I'm happy to help.